Hi Aquarius, I hope that you're all doing well. What I was seeing in the pre-shuffle was connected with a couple different things. It can be that you can be looking for something a little bit different in love. Even if this is with your current partner, there can be some movement that's happening. There can be some expanding that's happening. This can mean that there's kind of like a depth that's building. Things can be being taken to the next level. And that can be something that you feel like, I get like a deepening of things. So it feels like it's going beyond just the surface level. So whether this be within your relationship with yourself, within your relationship with something that you're connected with, or something that you've been, or someone that you've been connecting with, I'm seeing that where it looks like progress that's being made. We are starting off with Page of Wands. And I'm also seeing the sun here. Where you want to go, what you want, feeling obvious. I'm seeing you being focused. So you can know what you're feeling connected with right now. You can be also putting your energy into that, and there's building that's happening, definitely. I'm seeing everything look like it's on a smaller scale though right now, which seems just appropriate for where you are within the cycle. It's something that has the potential to build, but right now it feels like more small scale. But in general, I'm seeing you be pretty motivated right now overall. Meaning, you can feel deeply connected to the things that you are recognizing you feel a sense of connection with. And this is something too that you feel like you're doing it in the right way as well. I'm seeing Libra come through, so this can be something that has to do with the way that you are approaching things, is what this seems like. Because I'm seeing it also be connected with Knight of Wands, which is an energy that can be not always the most consistent, but having justice there can be something about trying to approach things in more of a balanced way, like maybe more of an integrated way, maybe more of a like holistic type of way. And understanding what's right for you. Wow, so we have Page of Wands, we have Page of Pentacles, and we have Page of Cups here. Many pages. So when we have pages, it speaks about the energy being younger, or what we're doing, we don't feel like really established in it, but we're just kind of like figuring it out. Pages are kind of like when you feel like you're at the bottom of a ladder, or the bottom of the food chain even. All right, I'm seeing Libra, I'm seeing Sagittarius, and I'm also seeing Taurus on the bottom of the deck. I'm gonna move some things around. Here's the Ace of Cups that I was seeing in the pre-shuffle. I get the sense that there's a connection that's coming to light, and there's a lot of excitement around this. Seeing also some strong fire energy too. Wow. Okay. Although I'm seeing strong fire energy, I'm seeing there be a really well-rounded approach that's being taken right now. And this can also mean too that if somebody needed to correct something, you can be seeing that happening at this time too. And I feel like there's a lot of ownership as well. I saw this combination not too long ago. Having Justice and having Queen of Wands, this is somebody that can really like carry a particular type of essence around them. Where when I think of Queen of Wands and I think of Justice together, I see like somebody that carries themselves in a very particular way. And it can be like a very strong personality, and can also be kind of like proper a little bit, the way that they carry things out. They can have like really strong sense of self. They can have really strong morals too. That can be something, or like manners are really important to them. There can be just something like that about their energy. I think like something that like carries itself in an attractive type of way, kind of like universally. That's what I think of when I see Justice and I see Queen of Wands. And there can be a power that emanates from within of somebody moving in a way that feels in alignment with what it is that they believe in. And so the attractive energy around them kind of comes from within. And because of them carrying themselves this way, it feels like it harnesses something really powerful. Where this is somebody where it's like, it feels like the energy of a person that everybody kind of notices whether they do something about it or not. That's how I see this person's energy be. And I see something really important that's going on here, which is connected with a new chapter that's happening, where now it feels like everything is out in the air and everything is out in the open too. And I'm seeing there be feelings involved, and I'm seeing there be excitement, and I'm seeing there be passion, and I'm seeing there be something to do, like somewhere, something that this is all being channeled into. And if this is your energy, you can have been working on things, really trying to get the balance right. And even though it feels like in certain ways things have been taking time, I'm also seeing things kind of speed up at this point. Or maybe it's you can start going a little faster than you'd been going before, meaning maybe there's some momentum that's been building. Like things are, it's not like the most established things, but I get things being established enough that the pace can pick up. Like maybe you were going at a particular speed and you feel like this can kind of hold up, and so you can push it a little bit faster now and see what happens. And it's appropriate to kind of increase the speed a little bit at this point, while not going over the top, not doing too much. This is not 0 to 100. This is more like you've been cruising around at like 15 miles per hour, and now you can go up to like 30. It feels kind of like that within the cycle. Hi. Seeing Ace of Cups and also seeing Justice, if you have history with whatever this is, it can be a chapter where there's going to be corrections that are taking place or things being made right. If this is like a new chapter that's not really connected to something historically that you're already familiar with, it can just be that this new chapter that's starting is aligned with your values, and that there's a focus on that. There's an alignment with compatibility with your values. So that can be something really important too, that you are focusing on, making sure that the things that you're getting involved with, it feels like it's not disruptive to you, it's not disruptive to your life unnecessarily. Sometimes things are meant to be disruptive. This feels like nothing being disruptive unnecessarily, because you're connecting with yourself, you're holding things to a particular standard that can be part of it as well. So this feels like a new chapter that's beginning that does align with your standards. And you would know that to be true. But I do get something about speed can pick up a little bit, the pace can pick up a little bit, but not too much more. Like, you don't want to increase too quickly. There's something about that that's very, very clear. Maybe just to make sure that things don't go overboard. That can be part of it too. And also to be trusting yourself moving through this. But that there's no reason to need to like overcompensate or like rush things more than the organic pace. So that means like you can adjust to the organic pace, but don't be pushing it when it to the point where it becomes out of touch or something like that. I'm seeing that kind of be the directive as far as the pace here. So patience can be needed, but more than patience, I think that this is a fine-tuning to listen and to feel what feels appropriate as far as like the movements and the pace of things, and to listen to that and then to adjust accordingly. So there's it feels like a lot of mutable energy here, where there's a need to, depending on kind of the curves or lack of curve in the road, you adjust your speed that you go with this thing that you're working on. But overall, I'm seeing you be really happy, and you can feel like the sun is coming out again after going through a time where there's been a lot of stuff going on. And that doesn't mean that it doesn't still feel heavy, some of the things that you've been working with, but I feel at this point like you can see that in certain ways things have really changed. And you can be seeing like the effect of that now. And also what I'm seeing too is a willingness for you to turn something down or turn something away when it is not aligned with your standards or your values, or you feel like it's not compatible, which can be something where maybe before you would like try to push things or make it work when it wasn't necessarily working. And so this can be more of a like paying attention and listening, rather than saying like, I need this to be this, I need this thing to fit in this particular box, and even though it's reflecting to me that it doesn't really go there, I'm gonna try to like squish it in there anyway. This feels like a very different approach that's being taken, and that you're paying attention to what you're picking up on as well, and just like learning overall from the process, which means that it's going to help you get connected with things that feel like they actually fall into place, rather than everything feeling like, not everything, but you know when you get into situations and it's like there's friction and there's tension, like more than usual. This is more than just the trying to get familiar and like get on the same page. This can be stuff that feels like constantly frustrating because it's just not fitting in the right spaces, and this feels like your ability to understand like what works with your energy and what is like low compatibility when it comes to your energy. All right, we are going to leave the reading here. I would like to thank everyone for connecting and tuning in. I'm sending everybody love, and I hope to catch you guys next time.